Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. We are going to do 5 minutes of Reiki, followed by 5 minutes of free-for-all questions and/or cards or messages of the day. So let's start the Reiki first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the intention with the Reiki for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. If there's something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to go ahead and adjust that intention. Those of you who are watching this video after the live part of the broadcast is over, please know you can still receive the Reiki energy and get just as much benefit from it as those who are here as I'm actually creating this broadcast. All you have to do is set the intention to receive it. I think that's everything. Let's get this Reiki started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 13:50 here Mountain Time in the United States. That means that we will be finishing up at 55 after the hour. Hello there, Kinks and Curls. Rena Sara, welcome back to both of you. Shakoya, welcome back. Marham, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Tiffany James, hello, hello. Glad you're here. We're just getting started with the Reiki. We've got 4 more minutes left. 4 more minutes left. There's a lot going out to, wow, somebody's pet that is near their left arm. I know that sounds strange, but your pet is dealing with a lot of anger issues, and the Reiki is helping that. There's also a lot going out to base chakras and to the lower part of the body as well for a lot of you. Yeah, I've got some of that showing up too. It's just not the strongest. It's there. It's just not the most strong thing. I try to highlight the strongest things that I feel on these videos. So if there are times when you don't hear me touch on what you're feeling like, where you're getting helped, please don't feel like the energy is not doing it just because you didn't hear me say it. There's a lot of things going on generally in these videos, but I do try to touch on what is the strongest thing just because it's fun to talk about Reiki. I just can't talk about it all the time. Thank you for the thumbs ups. I do appreciate that. Whoever's given me those already. Very kind. To those of you who are sharing this video so other people can be benefited, thank you as well. We have 3 more minutes left on the Reiki. Have you been releasing a lot? Gotcha. Cara, Sophia, hello, hello. We've got 3 more minutes left on the Reiki, my dear. Same on releasing a lot. Yeah, this is not in a place though, like where there's definitely heart chakra energy going on, but this is what I'm feeling is definitely in a place where a pet would be. This is not in a part of a human body. You know who that person is. It's always good to have a heads up. That was the one where where Spirit was giving me that interesting description, shall we say. Puppy, bird, cat, whatever it is. Hamster, I don't know. Creature. But you're right. God bless that creature. One more minute of Reiki. Yeah, with the Reiki, I don't. With a medium reading, if a creature comes in, usually they'll give me a visual, but for the Reiki, I just know the energies, where the energy is going, what place it's going to in relation to, like Reiki's going from hand to hand here. And I'm envisioning you guys in between my hands. So I know, like, generally where a head would be, where a feet would be, and in between. And pets generally show up to the outside of the area where the body would be in my hands. So that's as close as I come to seeing it, is just feeling that energy go in. I know these that I'm working with are alive for the Reiki. When I actually see them, it's usually a medium reading. So those are ones that are coming through from the other side. Hello again, happily ever after. All right, so let's wrap up the Reiki. And let's open the floor for free for all questions and or messages or cards of the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was third eye. Well, Lisa, that's an interesting question. When you ask if it matters how long they've passed, a lot of mediums will not do readings unless somebody has been passed for like 6 months or a year or whatever. I don't really limit that. If somebody finds me and says, I want a medium reading because you don't really hear me advertising those mostly, then I know that that spirit that's crossed over is trying to get that person hooked up with me, and I'll go ahead and do it no matter what time frame. So for me, no, it doesn't matter. For some people, for some readers, yes, it does. Sequoia, COD for you. We're going to do Lenormand for you, Sequoia. Oh, baby, baby, you got the heart for your house card, so we're going to be talking about love. I hope you get a good card. Whew, you got a good card, actually. You got one of the better cards. This talks about a long-lasting love, Sequoia. The tree talks about something that's lifelong or long-lasting, and it's in the house of love, so it is describing some love that's in your life. Lifelong love. Kinks and Curls, COD. You're quite welcome, Sequoia. Okay, so this is for Kinks and Curls. We have the Lovers in reverse. This just says that there's somebody that you're not on the same page with, and this would have happened within the past 24 hours or will within the next 24 hours. Somebody that you're in partnership with, whether it's romantic partnership or business partnership or friendship, whatever, you end up not being on the same page. Okay, that's for Sequoia, or Kinks and Curls, excuse me. And then Farah Sophia is up next for ACOD. Okay, Farah, your card flew out. This is basically telling me that you're in a situation, Farah, that you used to be very dedicated to and loyal to, and now you're not so sure if you want to stay in that situation or not anymore, honey. You guys are getting ahead of me on the conversation, so I'm going to have to back up. Help me. Let's see. Don't get impatient if I'm not caught up with y'all. Tiffany James wants to know, should she stay in the house where she's living now through the summer? Is it a good idea for Tiffany James to stay in the house that she's living in now through the summer? Tiffany, my spirit guides are going through the summer. Not all the way through the summer. I'm getting the impression that you would be leaving like a month before summer ends. Excuse me. Maybe even a little more than that. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Yeah. I don't think you're going to stay there through the summer. I do see the Empress coming up first, so it is a good situation for you right now. But we've got the Nine of Swords. There is a lot of stress. If you're not experiencing it, that will be coming up. We've got Ten of Swords in reverse. So the stress that you're feeling, this tells me that you feel like you're dealing with it, and then it's coming back up. So you've got some kind of cyclical stressor at your house that you're at now. We also have the Moon showing up in reverse. This tells me that there will be some truth that comes out. I think we're looking at more middle of the summer, beginning to middle of the summer when this truth comes out. And when this truth comes out, we've got the falling tower in reverse. I think you're going to be moving out because you're going to be avoiding something that this truth is going to make you realize is imminent. So I don't think you'll stay there all the way through the summer. I do think it's a better idea if you get out maybe a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks before the end of summer. Okay. Alrighty. So that was for Tiffany. Rena needs a MOD. Rena. What are we going to use? Thank you, Gus. That was not really nice of you. Okay. Feel like a little kid now. Okay, so Rena, here's what we have for your stone. We're going to use the snowflake obsidian. Let's see what it has to say. Okay. My God. Rena, have you been in a big fight with somebody or somebody just got really irate with you? Because I'm hearing some really awful things. Let me scroll down to the end of this conversation and see if you can answer me. Ba-bum. I mean, I'm basically hearing somebody say, go yourself. Go bleep yourself whenever I look at this. Let's see. This person still has negative. I started to say feelings. This person still has negative intent towards you. I don't want to overstate this. I don't think this is terrible. But it is a good idea if you have some kind of protection when it comes to them. And I'm getting like two types of protection whenever I try to look at, okay, what are we talking about here for protection? I think it's not a bad idea to have somebody with you whenever you're around this person or these persons that you've had this, who have exhibited such anger. And the other thing is paperwork type of protection, logging. This happened this day, this happened that day. So if this is at work, you want to have a paper trail. If this is not at work, you want to just have a log. You want to have things written down about this happened, this happened, this happened, just because there needs to be documentation. There needs to be documentation. That's actually a part of your protection to have this kind of documentation going on. Okay? Gosh, I just want to keep this stone next to me after reading that. This stone actually keeps away negative energy. So for it to pick up something like this would kind of be its specialty. That would be why it would call out for a reading like this. But yeah, I just want to keep the negative energy away. Wow. Wow, Rena. That's crazy. Okay, so let me scroll back up and see what other conversation I have missed. In the meanwhile, happily ever after, if you want that question answered, but you don't want to wait for the next time I do a Reiki video and try to get in before my timer goes off, you can always check my website down below. I do have what I call pre-recorded readings. You look under the readings tab and you can get just a one question reading, and that will tell you how to do that. All my contact information also is on the website, so if you have questions, it's real easy to get a hold of me. Yasmin, glad to see you in the room, honey. You're quite welcome, Sequoia. That made you blush? Your cards kicked some butt, man. Those were great cards. Rachel, same thing. That's a really good question. Um, that's one that I would do a one-question reading on if I was you. And if you guys look at my website and you're like, what is she talking about? I'm so confused. I don't see what I need here. Then you guys just use my contact information and get a hold of me. I'll help you figure out what it is that would be of most help to you. You're quite welcome, Kinks and Curls. Gotcha, Tiffany James. Roommates can be a tricky thing to choose a good roommate. Best stone for anxiety. I would say probably like a blue lace agate or something that has like a really light blue in it is good for anxiety. Another one that would be something that would be good for the heart chakra might be a good one for anxiety. So for that one, we're looking, if you want to look at it from that way, you're looking at something that's going to be more in the green family, something like an emerald or a malachite, something like that. Anxiety can be very mental and emotional, though. So you've got the heart chakra. You may want to come at it from more of a mental place too. So then for that, you might want like indigo blue. But in general, the best for anxiety when you're trying to target that is going to be a stone that has a lighter blue color to it. So if you look up like blue lace agate and Google it, you'll see about the color that I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be blue lace agate to get you that kind of energy. The colors carry particular energies. So a lot of times you don't have to actually know the name of the stone. As long as you know the color, you'll have a pretty good idea what that stone's going to be really good at. Scorpio family member. Wild that you talked about negativity and then the snowflake obsidian came out to talk about that situation. Okay, Rena, that's perfect. Oh no, Rena, this is what I do. You just learn how to bounce back from it. Right, Rena? Sometimes you have to learn how to break free from stuff like that. Gotcha, Rena. Oh, that's a cool idea, Lisa. Way cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that we've covered everything. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I'll go back and timestamp the predictions video. Let me thank all of you for being here, for all the thumbs ups, and for sharing the videos around so that I can help more people. I love to help more people. And thank you to those of you who are have had readings with me or will have readings with me, either one. And same thing for the Reiki. Thank you. It is because of all of your support that I am able to do what I love to do for a living. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, peaceful, and thrilling day. And I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out. Good luck, Miss Rena. I don't blame you at all.